Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Strong Network podcast. This is me, Carla Michelle, and I'm so happy to have this time with you. I have a special guest today, Jennifer Smith, and she is with the exercise coach in Glendora and Claremont, that's in Southern California. And we're going to learn a little bit about her today. I'm going to skip right over the introduction and let her introduce herself. Jennifer, are you there?
I am here, Carla. How are
Yeah.
you doing today?
I'm doing so well. Thanks
Hey.
for asking. And how are you?
Oh, good, good. Excited for, it's this Thanksgiving week. I guess I'll time this, right?
Yeah,
So
that's
looking
fine.
forward to some family coming in town and getting some fresh air. And yeah,
Nice.
always this time of year is always enjoyable.
Right? I do. I love how
Mhm.
the weather changes a bit and things are slowing down some. But is it slowing down at the gym, at the exercise coach?
Actually, no, it's been pretty steady. We have a few people going out of town. They're traveling for the holidays, but it's been pretty steady. I think yeah, a few people always say, "Oh, I'm going to wait till the new year, wait till the year." And I'm like, "Well, your body isn't going to wait till the new year, right? Your
Right.
mind, you need your sanity. That the mental break also that exercise can provide. So and
Hmm.
plus, it's, my program's only 20 minutes 2 times a week. So, hey, that's achievable. You can fit that in and be off and still get your shopping and family time
Right.
in.
And I've been there, listeners.
Mhm.
I tell you, those 20 minutes, it's focused, it's concise, the quality of the equipment, it's science backed. And yes, and I think I work out fairly well. And I'm telling you that it was a great workout. So
Yeah.
I know you.
Mhm.
I know that you've transitioned from corporate to your own business, but can you tell the listeners about that?
Sure, sure. I had spent quite a bit of my career actually in both the automotive and aerospace industry and manufacturing, kind of rising up the corporate ranks, right? From a buyer to a manager to a plant manager. And, my job was impacted, my industry was impacted by that pandemic 2 years ago. And it really put I had a chance to me to reflect on if that's really what I wanted to keep doing. It kind of actually forced a reflection. So I decided at that point that I wanted to go into business on my own
Mhm.
and started researching different opportunities. And I found the exercise coach. Just loved you. It is a 20-minute workout 2 times a week, but targeting maybe a different client, maybe if someone's never exercised or to someone, hey, they notice they're not as strong as they used to be and they want to get that strength back. And I could help them, safely and effectively. And, it's at that time too, I was listening to podcasts like this one, listening to other women business owners who also had kind of a similar choice. And it was really motivating. So I'm hoping, my story can maybe help someone else make that leap.
Yes, yes. And you made the leap. So I want to ask you because a lot of times, and clients and different people that I talk to, making that leap is not always the easiest. What how I know you were kind of assisted by the job situation,
Yeah.
but you could have just went and got another job or another job or another job, but you just said, I'm going to focus on the exercise coach and what it does for me and what it does for people. What clicked for you that you knew you wanted to work for yourself?
Um, at the end of what I was doing, even going back, I always was a hard worker. I'd always be working those extra hours, those even so it was 6 to 7 hours, 6 to 7 days a week. Sorry, six.
Mhm.
And even I'd come home and I was very
Mm.
close to work. I would sometimes go back.
Whoa.
And here I'm working for someone else, and you have different managers. Sometimes you agree, sometimes you don't agree with the direction of the company. And I carried that. I took that seriously. I took my job seriously, and I took my employees' welfare seriously as well.
Mhm.
And so I was like, hey, I could be doing this on my own. I could be creating my own schedule. I could have time for my daughter. One of the things I got to do as president's transition is actually walk my daughter to school. I didn't do that for the first, she's now in 5th grade. I don't think I did that for the first, kindergarten through 3rd grade ever.
Wow.
So
Yes.
that was just a day. It's like, wow, I can have a choice. And at the same time, when I come to work, I can have a choice of who I'm working with, of my employees that I'm helping, my customers that I'm helping, and feel really good about it and their stories and how I'm helping them, with their lives as well.
So
So,
no regrets.
no, no regrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, just taking it one day at a time. I said I don't. I knew it was hard work, but it's a good work, right? It's
Mhm.
a good work when I walk in. Today, one of my first clients, she's telling me just how much more energy she had. One of my clients gave me their cholesterol report, and they're like, they had the lowest cholesterol they've had in over a year, and they're
Whoa.
finally, yeah. I mean, so these are cool things. These are
Mhm.
the things that keep me motivated, and I just can see what a difference our program can make. It's really, yeah, really impactful.
So Jennifer, does exercise really reverse aging?
It
I feel it
does.
does. It
It
does?
does. I think
Tell,
so. Yeah.
okay. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
like, what did tell me more. Tell me more.
Yeah. So a lot of my we'll go back to this concept, right? As you get to age 30, and you get past that age, if you are not doing any sort of meaningful strength training, you actually can begin to lose skeletal muscle, anywhere from 1 to 3% per year.
Wow.
And right, so what does that do to you? What does that do to your body? Well, one, your muscle is a good part. It's like the engine, right? It uses
Yeah.
the food that you consume. Okay, well, now your metabolism maybe slows down, right? You're
Mhm.
not using the food that you can, and then your body goes into kind of a some of a panic mode, and it could actually store some of your food, more likely to store your food as fat, right?
We don't like
So
that.
we don't like that, right? And then conversely, because your body's in that panic mode, it also leads to inflammation.
Mm,
So inflammation, right, is if it can contribute to a lot of things: arthritis, diabetes, joint pain,
mhm,
right? And then again, your food's not being used properly. So just how do you feel mentally? Maybe your energy is low. Maybe you're
yeah.
not as clear of mind. So this is all the amazing things. Like I try to think of muscles like the foundation of your house. So if you're not using it, your foundation's starting to decay, right? Or your engine, right? You're not taking care of
Mhm,
your engine. And so strength training, you're tuning it up, right? You're building back that foundation, and you can, I see clients probably getting stronger than they ever were.
mm,
We can get back 5, 10 years,
mhm.
get that engine moving, get that, running again. And that's how, basically strength training can, reverse aging.
I love that because yeah, we do I'm in the menopausal
Mhm.
area. And you really see the change in your body and the fat and where the fat goes and cellulite and your energy and your sleeping and your hair and your attitude. So basically
Yeah.
exercise is the non-invasive remedy to
Mhm.
all that.
Yeah. 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 It goes even, I'll give a little bit more science. So, your body, fat and muscle are actually hormonal systems, right?
Hmm.
And they send different messages. So, if you have your like muscle, right, declining, it's not sending these great positive messages that say, hey, let's have energy, let's resist the usual aging process, and the fat's taking over, and that's sending negative hormonal messages. So like, slow down, let's sit down, let's stay on the couch.
Right.
um so the more you can get these positive hormonal messages going from using your muscles and building back that strength, the more you're just going to get this positive cycle, basically moving forward. The so and the positive cycle related to that. So what does that do? Again, just building back, I go back to that analogy, just building back that, the strength in your house, right? That
Mhm.
foundation. The I mean, I can go further, like list
Go.
of things,
And
right, related to strength, right?
if
I
you
mean,
have it,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I mean, strength is showed, like I said, I talk about the physical, Alzheimer's, it could prevent dementia,
Mm.
right? How, let's even just take it a little bit more closer to us, right? We're both
Mhm.
women, and there are people listening to this on the call are women who are busy, they're working hard, and sometimes to keep my, even when I was back working in that career, I went back, I was doing exercise to keep myself sane,
Mm.
to
Right.
reduce my
Right.
stress, right? To clear my mind. And yeah, those are just some of, like, and even to this day, and I'm sure, like, if I miss a workout, it doesn't feel right. Right. It doesn't, you start to maybe lose maybe some of that balance that
Yeah.
you would have. Um, and in this day and age too, right, you could do something. And the nice thing I like about my particular program is, you really have to put your phone away, you have to follow the machines, you have to totally pay attention and present
Mhm.
the whole entire time, right, to get through the actual workout. So
That's good because it's true. You do. You can't have your phone because the machine is taking you through the reps. So you have to kind of pay attention and the speed and making sure you're not going too fast or too slow. So it does keep you on point with that. I know that one of the things that they talk about exercise and the benefits when you go for a checkup, but not really, because I think when I go for my checkups, it's more do you exercise and how often. They never say, oh, you should do this or you should do more strength training. They just kind of track it, and
yeah,
it's almost sad in some sense because we go to the doctor. I mean, I guess they're just looking for something wrong,
yeah,
but they don't really like, hey, you should eat more. I mean, I guess maybe they do if you have something going on, vegetables or water or whatever, but just for a checkup they don't give you too much information. So it's good for the listeners to hear like the benefits, and not that they've not heard it before. I know, ladies and gentlemen, you've heard some of this before, but as we close out 2022 and go into 2023, most of us are thinking, I'm going to start exercising. Like Jennifer said, why wait till 2023 when you can do it right now? And I know I have a gym where I live, and it seems to be, picking up with people more so than it has. And I'm thinking, oh, I mentioned it to my daughter. She's like, they're probably, trying to finish out their New Year's resolutions that they made, 10 months ago. And I go, probably the guilt is like, I said I was going to work out, I was going to lose that weight. So, what is it that you do? Because I know you wake up every day, you go, you have a daughter, you're married, and you have to keep up a routine. What helps you stay motivated just with life in general, as a woman, as a business owner, as a wife, did I say mother already? What keeps you
yeah.
motivated? I'm sure you're a friend. And then do you still play pickleball? I
I
mean,
have been, yeah, yeah, and I ride my bike, yeah.
yes.
You know, um, that's I I think everybody goes through different stages in their life, and sometimes it's I keep it simple. We wake up in this beautiful state of California, and we
Mhm,
look outside, and the mountains, like, are beautiful. The weather is great. We are just so fortunate. So,
mhm.
to me, every day it's supporting my team, like supporting my customers, supporting my family, feeling good about myself. I'm also, maybe, yeah, trying to win a few more pickleball games, or maybe I'm trying to get a best on one of my workouts here at the studio. Um, so, and hey, I got to put a roof over my head too, right?
Mhm.
I gotta pay the
Right.
bills. So Yeah, that I think that I've just always been kind of a motivated, person. But yeah, just like I said, day by day, doing what I want to do. If I sometimes, and that's interesting. I say that because some of my clients are like, I come here to exercise so I can do what I want to do in my life,
Mm, yeah.
and that's okay. That's
Mhm.
okay. Whether it's get up off the ground or put my shoes on or walk all day at Disneyland or we said be able to ride my bike or take my daughter somewhere. Those are every day is valuable.
Yes.
So that's yeah,
That's
I'm
your
not
motivation.
that's my motivation. I used to look out, I used to have a 5-year plan, 10-year plan. I was always kind of me in the past. I'm like, wait a minute, every day today is a great day.
I
What am I
agree.
doing today?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and who can I connect with? Or, yesterday I spent the afternoon, playing checkers with my daughter and making her go on bike rides. So that was a fun day.
And I think that's the benefit of, entrepreneurship. I mean, not saying that entrepreneurship is not difficult for some, but it is the benefit of making your own hours. I mean, yesterday from this recording was a weekend, so you were able to have that free time, but you're able to make your own schedule. You're able to, enjoy the moment, smell the flowers, light the candles. You did on the business side. How has marketing been for you? Or what can you tell someone and they're doing their business? Because you've been doing this for a couple of years.
Yeah,
And then how
yeah.
did marketing serve you? Or what did you learn about marketing?
I mean, you are the business. I call it like the brand statement or brand passion, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to be just unequivocally, committed and educate yourself, right? You're the expert. And I continuously am learning. I'm learning from my clients. I'm learning from what the latest science is out there. So yeah, I guess in the marketing. So going back to your question, right, is just being open. I'm not shy. I'm telling people I have a business. I'm in the Chamber of Commerce's. I'm going to, was at I think a 5K. I'm doing a turkey trot on Thursday. I'm going to have a booth. And, I have the best in my mind, the best business, you know,
Yes.
out
Yes.
here. And if you are so for, it really is. It's a game changing workout. It is, nobody else has this type of technology and can give you really this results in the amount of time that we can achieve. And I just think it's the best, and I want to share it with more people. And it's so going, one thing over time, I've been trying different things,
Mm-hmm.
and but you have to be consistent about it. Now, have all of them been great? They have different results. I think it's about consistency, and you just have to keep at it. So, like I said, I've done events, I do social media, I do my own, I do ads, and I do my own posts. I share about my story. Like
Mm-hmm.
I was not always, I was overweight growing up. I used to do cardio all the time. I realized, when I hit 40, I should be doing strength training. And I'm reaping the benefits of it. So let me share that, with someone. I've had a knee injury, I've had wrist injury. Yep. But I figured out how to overcome those and still get the benefit of strength training. So, yeah, so that's part of like my story, right? Is part of my marketing.
It's good. I think that's why you found your success in what you do because you've embraced it as yours. And one of the things I always like to mention with working with a client who owns a business is you cannot be the best kept secret. You have to get yourself out there and let people know, stand on the stage of your
Mhm.
business, of your life, and let people
Yeah.
know that you're there. Were you shy? I have to ask that. Were you shy? Were you scared? What made you? Did you just like, yes, I am the exercise coach and I'm boss? Or did you ever, how did you work through the times where you weren't feeling it, if that
You
ever happened?
know, yeah, there was definitely a cycle of learning at the beginning, right? That essentially I made this huge transition. So this wasn't necessarily I didn't my I mean, I had always worked out on my own. I'd been, I'm trained, I'm certified, but the beginning was just really having confidence, the impact of what my program could have on everybody. So
Mm-hmm.
there was a, now I've got right over 225 clients and their stories. So I've now
Mm-hmm.
got this background of experience with me. I didn't have at the beginning. So I was doing it myself. This is how it was helping me. This is how it was helping, the clients we had at the beginning. And um, so having, even at the beginning when I would try to make a sales pitch to someone, I was always like, oh, we do 2 free sessions, okay, you want to come for the second one? By now, when they come in for the first one, I'm like, okay, this is going to help you. Let's get started today. This is going to
Right.
work for you. It's right. So it's because I have that, confidence of both
Mm-hmm.
passion right
Mm-hmm.
behind it. So, the other thing, just more learning, more about the science. I was talking about, the hormonal impact, the inflammation impact. I've also learned more about nutrition, how that can also have an impact. So, just developed my own acumen, even more than through the process. Um, but I think prior to this, though, I never had a I, I always had I was always a leader. I guess I've always had kind of leadership positions. So I did take that into, that general business acumen leadership skills that I had from before into this role. But but I got there. I mean, if I go further back on my career, but always trying to do, if I got an assignment to do a speech or do a seminar, I always tried it before,
Mm-hmm.
even though maybe it wasn't always in my comfort zone. And so you just have to keep practicing. The people, nothing, what you think the worst is going to happen is not going to happen.
Right, right. We tell
you
her we've
know,
got this big story, right?
yeah. And you're gonna learn, and you're gonna learn and hone that message over time. Like example, even I get questioned about the 20 minutes 2 times a week. And I used to have all these blah, blah, blah response to people. And I just finally started looking at people and said, it works.
Mhm.
Just say
Bottom
it.
line, bottom
Bottom
line.
line. I'll look at and I mean, honestly, you haven't worked out. You've never done strength training in your life. And you're going from 0 to 2. Let's start with that.
I love.
you know or you haven't, once they get on the equipment and they try it, now the light bulbs start to come on,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just another level of intensity
Mm-hmm.
that probably never have done before. So yeah, I said
I
uh,
love.
yeah, just unapologetic, confident, passionate, and that spills over, that spills over to the clients, it spills over to my employees also, yeah, and elsewhere into your life. So,
I love it, and I could sense the difference because we've talked, and I can tell the expansion of your confidence now, and just how you're owning your business, and it's not just chasing something, it's yours. And even to the point
mhm,
where, just listen to me, this is going to work. It's not trying to convince anybody anymore. It's that i know I know this is going to help. Now it's your choice if you want to get on board, but I know it's going to help you. So you've got knowledge, confidence, passion. I love the way that you talked about tapping into your own story at the beginning, because you're right. At the beginning, you don't have the client's feedback or something, or however you gather your quality of impact from whatever the business owner does. You didn't have that right away. So
yeah.
you gave your own story, which is powerful because it's your story that can change lives and encourage. So once again, knowledge, confidence, passion, telling your story, not convincing anymore, but being very confident of, I have something that is necessary and you need what I have. So let's get started right away. I love it. I love, and those are like success tips for people who are listening and starting a business. It's like, one thing, it doesn't happen overnight. Two,
Yeah.
your confidence grows with time. So don't be so hard on yourself when it's not there. And I don't know what the third one could be, but it is. And tell your story. That could be a third one. Just know and put yourself out there. Man, you're doing the turkey trot. You got
Mhm.
your booths going on. I even got a text from you. You got a special going on.
Mhm. Mhm.
And let's talk about that. There's a little something, little treat, not a little, a great treat you want to advertise, not advertise, give away. It was what, two free offers for your
Yeah,
20-minute
yeah.
workout?
So I have, right. So if you're on the Strong Network, you can go to www.exercise.com, exercisecoach.com, and you can see there's locations all throughout the US. I actually am the owner for two locations, one in Glendora, California, another in Claremont, California. So for any of the locations, you can ask for two free sessions and you can just learn more, try it out. Just I don't care if you've never worked out. I don't care, you again, it's 20 minutes two times a week. I don't, whatever issues you have, go try it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way you will know and experience it. But on top of that, I, for my two locations, will also give $100 off for the first month, or if you want to buy a package of sessions with me.
Ooh.
So it's a great way. I could tell you, even after one or two sessions, you'll see a difference, and for sure within 1 to 2 months. So, it's yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The
So
machine.
removing excuses.
Removing it, right? Really, I mean, you get two free sessions for 20-minute workout, and then $100 off if you get one of the packages. That is excellent. And I'm telling you, the machines are great. The way they have the routine for you, it's very you're interviewed about what you want to work on,
Mhm.
and it's just really a great situation, a great spot, a great owner. Jennifer Smith.
Yeah.
So I know, in closing, as we wrap this up here, and it's been really great, and I appreciate all the wisdom and the pearls that you've dropped for the listener. What do you want to leave with them in the sense of, I always like to ask, is there an encouraging word? Is there just some nuggets you want to share before we end this series right here?
Yeah, wherever you are, in your health and wellness, right? Fit strength training in. I
Mm.
cannot say how much it's going to help you in your life, and it's not, it's just your overall health and wellness. I can provide it to you in a very clean, safe environment, guided environment, not like you would find anywhere else. I'd
Right.
love to show you, help you be part of, help you on your journey, find strength. I really, one kind of motto, two mottos I provide: stronger muscles, stronger health, and stronger self, right?
Mm, I love it.
And, strength changes everything.
It does. Oh
Mhm.
my gosh. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be information in the show notes, but I'm going to head. I'm going to add it here as well. She is on Instagram at the exercise coach
SGV.
SGV. S is in Sam, G is in God, V is in Victor. The exercise coach SGV. Go check her out. And also on Facebook, the exercise coach Glendora and the exercise coach Claremont. And then don't forget the website. That's www.exercisecoach.com. Now look up her locations, Glendora and Claremont in Southern California, and then you can take advantage of those two free sessions. Now, what freeways is the Glendora location next to, and then what freeway is the Claremont, for those who probably trying to figure out where you are the exit?
Yeah, no problem. They are both right along the 210 freeway. Glendora is on Grand, literally like a not even a quarter mile south of the 210, and Claremont is at the 210 freeway and Baseline.
No, perfect.
Yeah, super easy to get in and get out. So even if you
And
don't
there's
live in those
parking.
cities, it's, yeah, easy to park. Nice centers, professional centers. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. Thank you for listening. go ahead and get in contact with Jennifer Smith and the exercise coach. Or if you just have questions about being an entrepreneur, you want to be more like Jennifer, reach out. I want to thank you for your time, and we are ending here. And so until next time, stay strong.